All right, so today I'm going to show you how I set up the garden tower. There are instructions, of course, on how to do this in other videos, but I do like to do it slightly differently, so I thought I'd share my way. Now, mine doesn't look new because I'm actually renewing mine. I had another video where the base actually cracked, and so I had to replace the base, taking everything apart, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how I set it up. So you should see on your end, when you're opening the box, you should have 5 rings. If you bought the wheels, you would get the wheel set there. The base, which comes like this, it should already be able to spin on its own. You should have 3 of the legs right there. The basin to catch the liquid or any remaining water. The filter to prevent any of the middle compost tier from the soil coming down or the compost coming down. This is the only thing that might look a little different, and that is the middle tier column. These attach and clip in, and they're very difficult to pop back out. So I am going to keep mine one piece, but you will see yours in 5 separate pieces. Now, the main thing to note is that the bottom ones with the holes all connect first, then the one without the holes is the last piece, and then finally, of course, the last thing is the cap that'll go on top. There is only one way to clip them. As you can see, there's one clip on one side, and then on the other side there's 2. So there is only one way, and that allows the holes to be different in different angles. So with that, I'm going to start assembling, and we start with the base here. And as you can see from the bottom, there are these little notches. There should be 3, and each one should allow a separate foot to go in. These do not get screwed in or anything, so they can come out, I guess, if you somehow lifted the whole tower, but obviously when they're just sitting down on the ground, they will stay put and support the weight. Next, you'll have your basin that I will put in there, along with that little filter piece. So that's the base right there. Next, I'm going to be working on the wheels. So if you don't have the wheels, more than welcome to skip this section. You will need a 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch wrench. You should have 3 of these bars that will be at the base, 3 of these caster wheels, and a number of bolts and washers that are provided. So let's start by flipping this upside down. We're going to start with the 3 bars, and they are all going to attach on the side that has only 1 hole. The other side has 2 holes, and those will be for the side with the wheels. So what we're going to do is put 1 bolt. You're going to stack them right behind each other. Put the short bolt through it. This short bolt here with that little wing nut. We'll put a washer on each side. So it's going to go bolt, washer, and on the other side, another washer, and the wing nut. One thing you'll notice, everything we're going to hand tighten first until we get everything squared away. Next, we're going to move it back a little bit. We're going to put this in the center, and then we're going to align it. You'll see that these legs have little notches right here, and we're going to make it so that all the notches fall in. You might need to adjust. This is why we want to keep things manually wound up for now, nothing too tight, is that we want that in the center, but we want to slowly adjust this first hole so that it's over there. Same thing here, and same thing there. Now we're going to take our 3 long bolts, 2 washers, and the small nut. I'm going to put the bolts in, along with another washer and nut underneath. I'm just going to start hand turning that just so that it's in place. Again, we don't need to tighten anything yet. Whoop. So 1 nut, washer on the bottom side. All right. Again, nothing crazy there in terms of tightening, just hand tighten just so that everything fits. Now the last one is where we put the wheels. We've got the large caster wheels along with the large bolt and the large washer. And so they are going to go out here on the outside along with 1 washer and 1 bolt. Hand tightening each one. All right. Okay, with that, now that I have that there, I am going to start tightening the middle. So I can try and hold that wing nut there. Oops. Or maybe use an adjustable wrench to hold it. Okay. Okay. Next, we do need to flip it over. Grab it by the base. Oop. It's okay. It's just a drawer. I'm gonna have to get another wrench, but I am going to now tighten all the wheels and all the areas on the legs. All right, so after you've locked everything down, which by the way, I did notice, and I, for some reason, forgot to record it. I did find that, oops, always slides out. I do find that tilting it sideways to tighten these bolts was definitely easier. So something to consider. But after you're done tightening everything, make sure you put it somewhere that you're planning on using, or at least at the elevation. So I have a lot of steps where I'm at, so that's why I've got to make sure at least I got the right place. Now, this is where things differ for the instructions. So the instructions will start saying to start stacking the layers. And what that means is it wants you to start stacking the outer layers, and you will find, which I will show here, that the outer layer has these holes all around, and on the bottom side are all those pegs. And so you'll just line up all the holes and pegs together, which is far easier with 2 hands. There we go. So all that gets lined up. And then in the center, you actually just put your first piece right there in the middle. And then the soil kind of just holds it in place and everything spins around. There is an option, as you'll see, there are holes here and there are holes here where you can zip tie so that the column stays put. I found that I haven't needed to do that. Now, the difference is that they will advise you, or at least the instructions by default say, stack it all the way to the top and then fill the soil from the top. I like to actually fill the soil layer by layer. So I've already put the first one on and I don't care, that's fine. But I like to put soil layer by layer. If you have usually, let me see if I can do this by pouring it in. This is my previous soil that I've refreshed a little bit with some compost. And so what I like about doing it this way is that you don't have to lift the bags as high, or at least as much of the soil as high. If you had stacked it all the way to the top first and then doing that, that means you gotta lift the all your bags of soil all the way to the top and then dropping it back down. And I find that doing this is much easier. I do like to pat down the middle as well, just to make sure that each layer is getting the proper amount. Oops. And also making sure that these, might need to adjust that. That was broken during the construction. Oops. There we go. All right. Now, the next best reason why I like to do it this way is also because, and this is a great way to show it, once your tower is set up, that's the size of your pocket. I mean, I can barely get my fist in there. Whereas as you're putting them up, look at how much room you have to plant all your plants. So if you already have plants ready to go, I recommend putting it now. So much easier to manage, and then you put the next layer on top. So those are the two reasons why I like going about this way. I won't show everything, but I think you get the idea. You fill a layer, you put the plants in, which in my case I'm gonna put some new strawberries into these pockets. And then once you fill it, you add the next layer on top and then continue on. So I will do one layer here and then kind of show how that looks. So these are the Eversweets that I'm going to have here. Get away some of the debris. As you can see, it's so much easier this way. And I can try and plant back some of my strawberry plants. This would be extremely challenging if I had it below. And then move on to the next pocket. I don't have too many right now, so I'm gonna just get more soil, just toss it right on top. And then the next thing I recommend as well is to make sure you water every layer. And that's just so that you make sure that the soil goes down to where it needs to be. So it needs some more soil there. And as big as the holes look, the soil actually doesn't go in the middle. Here, I'll show you really quick. As you can see, it's actually pretty empty down there. Might be just a smidge of soil, but overall, nothing's in there. All right, so I'm going to do this as an example, and then we'll just continue on with the next layer. The one thing you might need to watch out for is not getting too much dirt into those holes, but it generally been okay. All right, there we go. Look at that. Strawberries are in. Just to kind of give you an example, if I had to do one that's already been there, I'd have to, you know, dig around. And by the way, I'm doing, I guess I should try and simulate as if I didn't have anything. I was cheating there because I went above it. But as you can see now I got all this little room, and I gotta like shimmy soil into it. It's just so much harder to do. So while you're already doing it, while you're already there, might as well just get the soil in there. So I'm going to repeat this process all the way to the top, and that's how you would set it up. I will show you when I'm done. So I was able to go layer by layer, as I mentioned earlier, which makes it way easier to plant everything if you have everything available. Otherwise, the pockets are a little small and it makes it a little bit harder to do, but not impossible. Not to mention, you do need to make sure you water very deeply. I recommend watering each layer. The soil takes more water than you think the first time. And so one way I do check is to make sure that when you're watering, you are getting some things being captured on the bottom. Another way you could do is to wet the soil beforehand, and that's another option as well. So just as a recap, you will see the instructions are very similar. The only difference is that we go layer by, I prefer going layer by layer instead of stacking everything up all at once. I did not use the zip ties, and I've never had a problem either with the center column. And I did not set up the worm tower, so it is still fairly empty in there. I do have a separate video specific to the worm tower setup, or the worm column setup, that I'll link in the video, so that if you have any questions or want to see an example of that, you can go there. If you have any questions about the setup, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thanks everyone.